You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, video games have been stressing me out, man. And I'm like, I've never, in like the years I have been playing video games, from PlayStation 2, 3, 4, 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, every console, every platform that I have played on. Recently, I have been so stressed out with, because I got a friend texting me, okay, so I was like, no, because a friend of mine's wanted to play Grand Theft Auto, and I'm like, bro, Grand Theft Auto stresses me out. I'm telling you, the issues that I have had with video games, it makes it so demotivating to even get up and want to play video games. Like, I'm gonna be streaming here in a few moments and stuff, so I don't know, by the time when this podcast episode comes out, I might still be streaming, I don't know, but anyways, no, man, it's like Grand Theft Auto. Okay, let's just talk on the issues that I'm having with that. Like, I'm actively getting stressed out just by talking on this stuff, bro. So, but anyways, so on PC, I've been mainly trying to play Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC. Actually, I've been trying to play like all pretty much the 4 Grand Theft Auto games that I own: 3 Vice City, San Andreas, and 5. So, I think I tried playing 4, and it just felt like mad weird trying to play it, so I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to feed into and give that game any attention. I'm just going to be over here in the cuts, just minding my own business, and just, playing the ones that I got. So, another thing that I must let you guys know, I'm a streamer, okay? Which means that a lot of the games that I own, I tried streaming them. So, the older Grand Theft Auto games, tried streaming those games. For some reason, I can't window the screen, pretty much making like the screen smaller so I'm able to see my chat, because then like if I don't, then it just takes up the whole screen, which is like, if I wasn't a streamer and I was just playing games just to play them, I wouldn't even care. But the fact that it's like I try to window it, they don't have nothing in the settings to window the screen, and then then they tell you to press like alt enter does absolutely nothing. Yeah, it makes me a little stressed, to the point where it's like, why does this game exist if it doesn't work properly? I mean, you have to sit down and understand that people are going to want those features in a game, especially if they're streamers, and especially if they don't got, even if they do have a big old giant screen to where it's like, but no, still, it's like I need that feature just so I'm able to see chat, because I only use one monitor to stream, and I know people are like, well, you're gonna have to get 2 monitors. I ain't got 2 monitor type money. I got 1 monitor type money. Get 1 good monitor and leave it at that. If I can window the game and have it where I can see all the stuff that I need to see on one screen, plus on top of that, I ain't got no table size for that. I'm like, bro, I'm a streamer, I'm a content creator, but I'm a content creator that's a little strategic, okay? Like, I don't like making unnecessary moves that I don't need to be making. Like, if it's like gonna be some long-term stuff, okay, cool. But if it's something just to stuff like that is just gonna cause an inconvenience. I'm like, that's just way too much stuff, okay? I'm like, no, I just need one good monitor, 1 good gaming PC. I got 2 friends texting me right now, but anyways, yeah, I'm like, I'm not trying to do all that stuff, but there's so many games that I've played where it has that issue, especially older games. I'm like, bruh, and then I just recently played the game and it's a new game on top of that, and they have like no windowed option, and I'm thinking to myself, like, how do you expect? I get, like, if you're thinking, oh, okay, people they're just gonna be playing the game, they're not streamers, but I'm like, bro, there's so many games where it's like, you guys have to, or just developers, you guys have to understand that streamers are gonna be playing this game. All right, I need to take my watch off and put my phone behind me, because I'm like, nah, it's a little distracting. I got a Samsung Galaxy watch and a Samsung Galaxy phone, so when I get text messages, my wrist goes off and it distracts me, and so. But anyways, But no, I'm like, bro, developers, you have to understand that there are streamers playing your games. So the one issue that I've had with video games is that they be liking to play music. So I'm trying to go, hurry up, turn off the music, and then there's some games where they don't even have no option to turn off the music, and I'm thinking to myself, how do you know whether or not that person likes that type of music? Like, even if I wasn't a streamer, let's just say I'm a music guy, right? But there's a particular type of music that I like, and the music that you're playing in that game, I don't like it. So why do you not have an option where I can turn the music off? For an example, Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline. That's why I'm like, bro, playing Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, I'm like, where I think they do have that option to turn down the music or turn it off. And I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know why, for some reason, World War 1 and World War 2, music wasn't really a thing. But all of a sudden, you try to be a cop or fight in a modern war. Oh no, we gotta listen to music left and right. And I'm like, why is that? I'm like, bro, can you guys just have it where it's just, and I know people were streaming, because no, there's a streamer that, shout out to her name is Panda XO, and how I discovered her was that she played Battlefield, but she plays multiplayer. Because yeah, if you try playing campaign, for some reason, they're like, oh, we gotta play all these different songs. I'm thinking to myself, who asked for that? Like, who asked for all these different songs? Because I know I didn't ask for it. I know nobody else didn't ask for it. So why is that? Why is it that these companies, it's like, why can you guys not just be something like, you know, even though I have like my ill feelings about them, Destiny is the only game that has some of the dopest background music, and it wasn't like no copyrighted music. So like I might have my ill feelings about them when it comes to, you know, how they operate their games, but Destiny, I have never liked that type of music before. It ain't music that I just be sitting around listening to. Like, I might have had my fair share of listening to some Beethoven and Mozart, but no, the music that they be playing in Destiny, especially when you be in some battles, bro, top tier music, okay? Like, no, like, you guys, the thing is this, just go, I'm pretty sure they got like a soundtrack thing on Spotify or somewhere, YouTube, where you could just sit down and just listening to the music in Destiny. You're listening to that music and then killing off like 100 aliens at the same time makes you feel invincible, bro. So, but anyways, and I'm thinking to myself, why aren't all games like that? Why do games feel like, oh, yeah, let's have it where Polo G just starts randomly playing, like if it's something like NBA 2K, or let's have it where, and that's the thing what trips me out is that they have to know, like, when I'm posting this stuff on YouTube or anywhere else, they have to know, like, I'm not trying to claim the music is mine. Like, I'm a content creator. I can't help it that they're playing music in the background. I tried turning it off, but they can't. So now my stuff is getting copyright claim because these developers don't know how to have a mute option. I'm like, do you not own TVs? Do you not have that option to mute or turn down stuff? Why is it all, and the crazy thing is that you would have to like turn down everything in order to just turn off the music. And I'm like, so you can't hear no gunshots, you can't hear nobody running up on you, you can't hear no explosions, none of that, all right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, bruh, that it's stuff like that where I'm like, you give me a reason to not play your video game, right? And then the other game that I've been playing where I'm like, I actually uninstalled that game today because I'm like, the way that you guys, I like how they have it where it's all about like delivering stuff and, you know, connecting with the world and all that. Yet they do not have a proper GPS system in that game. So when you're trying to go places, oh, you don't know where you're going. You could be just walking or driving directly into a trap. So no, what happened today was that I was supposed to deliver some explosive, I guess, right? So I didn't realize that it was an explosive, all right? I guess maybe it just wasn't me paying attention, wasn't reading, but anyways, I think it did explode. I don't know. All I just know is that the screen went white, and then there was like, oh, this thing is fragile, whatever it was. So anyways, so I'm literally right there at the location. I drive, I go through all this crap. I like literally just getting ready to just drive through the front like door of this place. Screen goes white. Then I'm hearing some voice talking about, oh yeah, like this item was fragile. And then they talking about objective failed. Like, you didn't deliver this item in time. And this happened in stream. I instantly turned the game off, uninstalled it. I have no desires. And this video game's called Death Stranding, in case if I didn't mention that. But yeah, uninstalled the game. I have no desires on playing that game. No desires at all. And my thing is this. Remember when video games used to be fun? Like, when you sit down and think back, like when Madden wasn't about like, oh, let's see how much money we can make. Or Call of Duty was like, oh, well, let's see how like realistic we can make an unrealistic game be. What are some other things out there? Oh, let's have it where it's like with racing games, you know, let's have it where it's just we have all these issues. There's not even a good racing game. It's like, no, it's like I feel like there's just not even any good racing games. Like, the one last good racing game that I actually sat down, played, and beat was Forza Horizon 5. So I'm gonna exclude them out the list. But anything else, it's like a lot of the games today. And I'm like, I don't know why you guys won't just wait until you have all the content out. But there's so many games that should not be out right now. And I get, you know, the whole early access stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, bruh, at least if you're going to put the game in early access, put everything in there and then just work on it. Like, all right, so if this mode is buggy, okay, we will report that. You will fix it. And then at some point in time, that mode works. And then it's same thing with anything else. Games today is all about, let's release it now, see how much money we can make, and then we'll just work on things bit by bit. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why not just release the game when it's fully working? Why do you guys feel like that? And that's something that I just don't really understand with video games, where it's like, it just feel like that every video game is in early access. Like, there's not one working game that's out right now. You got some games where it's like, and here's the thing. With my gaming PC, I feel like I have a high-end gaming PC. When I spent $1,600 into this PC and then put an additional $1,600 like with upgrading parts from the RAM, from the processor, the graphics card. I'm trying to think, what other upgrades am I going to have to do? The motherboard, the little power box thing at the bottom of the PC? I'm saying, because the amount of upgrades that I've had to do to this PC, and I'm like, oh my god, bruh, this PC should be the best PC of all times. And when I go on websites like System Requirement Lab, and they saying, oh yeah, you could play 100 out of 100 video games. Okay, cool, dope. So I'm just gonna buy whatever game I feel like buying. Yet, there's games where I gotta play stuff on the low settings. I gotta play games on the medium settings. I can't play games on high or ultra. Why? Because then that stuff's gonna get all choppy and buggy. And it makes you think, and it makes you wonder, so what's the point of like even playing PC games if it's like, if I gotta do that many upgrades? And I'm like, that's probably why I'm getting so stressed out with games, because I'm like, with PC games, I'm telling you, they do not focus on them like how they once was. It seemed like that it was like, if you wanted to get or just overall but like have a better experience in the video game, you had to buy it on PC. Now it seems like the only thing that's being focused on now is Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5. And I'm so confused, because I'm like, bruh, like that, you literally have to make the game on PC in order to put it on the Xbox and PlayStations. Why are you putting out the bad copies on Xbox or on PC, and then you're putting out the good copies on PlayStation and Xbox? For an example, there's this video game called F1 2022, and they had it where it's like, if you have the Xbox Game Pass membership, and then you also get EA Play along with it, then you don't have to buy F1 2022, whatever it's called. You don't have to buy it. You can just play the game for free. So I go and I download the game. Why? Because I like racing games. I go to download it because I have one of those steering wheel controllers and I want to use it for it. This thing is not even letting me save my games, right? So luckily a message was popping up letting me know like save or load fail, save fail, whatever. So what's crazy is like it won't save. Like as many times as you try fixing it, and then of course you go and watch them. Like, and I feel like there's just people on YouTube, they just make tutorials of stuff that don't work, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe my PC is different, but anyways, but no, like it doesn't save. So I can do all these different races, get to the championship, win a trophy, do all these different things, right? I turn the game off and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I want to play some more of that because that game was actually fun. Go back and play the game. I got to start all over again. You mean to tell, how is that fun? Somebody explain to me, how is that supposed to be fun? How is it starting off? Because I know people are probably all like, oh, well, if you like the game, you'll play it regardless. No. You need to understand that if I play a game and I get to a certain progression level or whatever, I want to continue off. That's like if you're climbing a mountain and you decide that you're going to fall asleep at the halfway point in that mountain, you wake up and you're all the way at the bottom. You're going to be trying to figure out, how did I get all the way at the bottom of this mountain? And I was at the halfway point. Like, not even at the halfway point. Like, you were literally close to the top, but you wanted to take a break, wait until morning to get to the top, but you're all the way at the bottom. How'd that make you feel? Or let's just say you're working on some important paper for college, right? You're working on the most important paper. This is going to be the paper that literally gets you to graduation. This is like top tier work, right? But you can't take no breaks. You gotta type up this paper for the whole time that you're in college. But you can't turn your computer off. You can't close it. You gotta let that sit there and you gotta work on that paper for 4 years. 4 years. But let's just say windstorm happens, knocks out all the electricity, because one would think, oh, okay, I'll just leave my laptop plugged in. I'm like, no, it's cool. I ain't got trip. I ain't got to worry about it. But that, you know what? Not even a windstorm. Update. You got to update your laptop, PC, whatever. So if you once when you update it, and this at some point in time it's going to tell you, you're going to have to update this computer. So what you gonna do? You can't save it. You can't save it on no flash drive. You can't do nothing. You have to sit there and wait. But no, let's just say, okay, you're all like, you just gonna keep skipping, never update your PC. You could get through it, right? All right, windstorm happens, knocks out all the power throughout that whole college, right? So you're like thinking to yourself, well, I'm just going to, before the power goes out, I'm just going to leave my laptop, or a computer plugged into, or no, let's say it's not even a laptop. It is a PC. So it needs power. It needs an outlet on a wall in order to operate, right? And I'm trying to think, why did they not make portable PCs? That's crazy. I'm like, bro, I think I might just came up with an idea. They should make like portable PCs, and it's like you be able to move it around your house. That's actually a solid idea. I'm like, I mean, they got like gaming laptops, but I'm like, nah, man, I'm saying like a PC of like one of them like cyber powered PCs, but it's portable. Bro, I just came up with something. But anyways, all right, moving on. But no, like, so the power just goes out. You lose that paper. How would that make you feel? How would that make you feel that you just lost, and it's on your 4th year in college? 4th year, power ain't never went out. It's been nothing but good weather left and right. All of a sudden, windstorm knocks all that stuff out. Literally, you gotta turn this paper in. You think you don't remember all that stuff that you've written down? You think you don't remember step by step all those things? You're not. So how that truly, that's gonna make anybody upset. I don't even go to college, and just me thinking of that example, that made me upset. And that's how I feel about video games when they're like, oh, well, we're not gonna save properly. I'm telling you, man, like video games, it's not what it once was. I'm like, I've never been so stressed out playing video games before in my life, and I'm like, it's just video games, it's to me right now, it's not needed. When you got games getting delayed, games that don't work, games that are halfway made, like, I just do not look forward anymore to playing video games, because nothing is fun. I'm like, every game that I played and then stress me out somehow, some way. So anyways, yeah, hopefully at some point in time, video games get better. But if not, then, you're going to probably see me at some point in time just be like, hey, you know what? Don't even care for playing video. I'll probably end up doing that, where I'm like, nah, I just invite friends over and just have them play video games, or just find games out there where it doesn't really require a whole lot, like, or just overall, or maybe me working on a video game. I don't know. It has something has to give, because I'm like, I can't do this no more with these crappy video games. But nah, man, it's gonna get to a point in time where I'm like, this is gonna probably be a lot of video games out there where I'm just gonna stop playing them, because I'm like, something's wrong with them. And I'm like, if the developers don't want to fix them, bruh, I don't care for playing playing them. And I'm like, and it's gonna probably be a lot of other people that feels the same exact way. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. I'm not going to do no promo stuff because I got to stream here in a moment. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're viewing this on YouTube, and peace.